Yo, welcome to another episode of Black Man's Talk Thoughts. You know what time it is, man. It's Monday Night Football. Baltimore Ravens versus the Detroit Lions at M&T Bank Stadium. Let's get into it, man. Uh, let's get into some key stats. I'm just getting off work, man. Getting a chance to, to relax a little bit. You know what I mean, and just enjoy myself. Ready for this game. You know. So the record for the Ravens record is 1-1. The Lions is 1-1. Jared Goff has passed for more passing yards, 559 in 2 games. Lamar Jackson has passed for 434. Lamar Jackson has played pretty doggone good, despite having. I believe that the our Ravens have one of the worst lines in football. Lamar Jackson has been pretty damn efficient so far. Derrick Henry was completely shut down last week against the Browns, and we're finding out that Browns defense is for real. It's definitely for real, and it's not a fluke. They beat the Packers yesterday. Um, they beat the Packers yesterday, and you know what? Love couldn't do anything. You know what I mean? And that was the same for the Bengals. Burrow, Chase, they couldn't get off. The Browns' defensive line, that defensive front, is for real. Um, so with that said, us being able to put up 40 last week, man, it bodes well for us. So let's see what we're going to do today. Like I said, Lamar Jackson threw for 434 yards behind a bad offensive line. Played against a really tough defense yet last week. He's passed for 6 touchdowns so far. Derrick Henry, like I said, was shut down last week against the Browns. He has 192 yards on the coming into the season. Whereas the Lions, Jeremy Gibbs, I forgot how you pronounce his name. Jamar Gibbs, I'm sorry. 113 yards. David Montgomery got 82. So, they're moving the ball pretty decently on the ground. The Ravens' top receivers, Zay got 218 yards. And for the Lions, Amon-Ra St. Brown got 160 yards. Jamison Williams got 131. Laporta got 105. So there's Jared Goff is spreading the ball around. They're getting the ball out of his hands, and they're a very, very, very dangerous offense. I think that they put up 50 last week, I want to say, and we put up 40 in each game. So it's gonna be interesting. I definitely expect some points to be on the board. And hopefully we can get Bateman going. We can't just rely on Zay. Zay can't just be replacing Mark Andrews. That's not a recipe success. And how do we know? Because when we only had Andrews, it wasn't a recipe for success. A recipe of success is Bateman getting 700 plus more yards like he did last year. Why another receiver and Zay gets 1,000, and plus we got we got just so much more weapons. And now D-Hop coming in there is way better than God, just dropped his name. The guy from came in from the Eagles, whoever he was. I think he only had like 200 yards, 300 yards. He'll come back to me, but I think that adding Hopkins, now leaving no excuse that we shouldn't just target Zay. Zay shouldn't just be doing a million sweeps, a million screens. He catch it every. He's a smaller receiver that has been bumped and bruised already. So we need to spread the ball around. That way he got some longevity on the season. But the Lions are spreading the ball around. You got 3 receivers and that's have over 100 yards already. Goff has been extremely efficient and accurate when kept clean in the pocket. I'm gonna check out their line as well. Kept clean in the pocket, high completion percentage, strong intermediate passing. And he gets a lot of, and his receivers and his ball catchers get get a lot of yards after catch. Let me see. I think that the time of possession definitely. Hold on, I got somebody. It's always something, man. They doing construction behind my house, man. Sorry about that. They doing construction behind my house, man. I guess they wrapping up for the day. But the time of possession, like I said, for the Lions, it bodes well for the Lions. And Lions are averaging 32 minutes per possession. That was what always key. What Roman was. Roman was bent on milking the clock to the very last second. And Monken is more of fast, 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 fast. But what's happening is, you know, he's not. We're not keep sustaining the drives long enough, especially this year. Like I said, the Lions got 32 minutes, almost 33. They got 32. 52 minutes possession per game. Good among the league versus the Ravens is much longer. They only getting 26. So basically they're coming in there, you know, 9 minutes left of less of offense. And the crazy part is we're still averaging 40. That's the crazy. But in these type of games, you want to slow down that offense by keeping the offense off the field. Keep the offense off the field. Defense gets some quick stops, and the offense just run the ball, control the clock. The Lions have 8 players actually in ESPN's top 100, while the Ravens have 6. I'm not gonna go into all of them, man. But you know, of course, we got Lamar, Derrick Henry, Roquan, and Kyle Hamilton and stuff like that, man. But the Lions definitely have some players to and they're one of the NFC's top teams. They really are, man. And a lot of them for the last 2 years have been picked to be in the Super Bowl. You know, the face the Eagles and the Lions in the NFC Championship. That's been about 2-3 years now. That's been the number one before the season starts. That's probably been the number one vote on who's going to represent the NFC. Is going to be either the Lions or the Eagles for some years now. So they definitely are a talented team. Let's go into the why the Lions been so successful, right? Offensive efficiency and clean pocket. Goff is protected. Lions have been they've been rolling. High completion percentage, especially intermediate. Get big plays, balanced attack. They've used both the run and pass efficiently. Gibbs and Montgomery contribute off the ground, while receivers like Amon Brown make the catches. After a tough luck, they boost their execution the next week, like we said before. The O-line has held up well, limited pressures and sacks in week 2, giving Goff time to make some plays. Lions been targeting intermediate throws, which is an area the Ravens have been less strong in defense. So, you know, that's where they excel at, the intermediate throws. So guess what? Roquan and them, they will be tested. These linebackers will be tested. And I would like to see what's going to happen. You know, Madubuike's out. So Madubuike's out, and also the emergence of Teddy Buchanan. The emergence of Teddy Buchanan is like okay, so what do we do with Trenton? You know what I mean? He has all that speed. Can we use him off the edge in the blitz? Especially we're losing a pass rusher in Nandi. You know, this is where people's going to have to step up, different position. But you have a Jabo, you know, who hasn't really shown too much. I mean, definitely he's going to be playing and probably going to be active with KVN out, man. But, you know, why about try Trenton on a lot of the blitzes that they used to use Patrick Queen on, man? You know, I think that he could be used if they use him right, man. I just think they have to change it, man. But again, when I was saying that they're going to be targeting these linebackers. Teddy Buchanan, he's going to get a big dose of the play tonight, and he's got to be able to hold up. He's got to be diagnose plays, and those are things that they've been raving about before. He had a good break on the ball and coverage last week, so I'm interested in see him continue his growth. Roquan had maybe his best statistical game in quite some time, maybe ever as a Raven. So I think that these linebackers will be tested. Ravens have the edge. I think you know, historically, we lead them 6-1, and you know what, we still have Lamar and Henry, and I do think that we can run on this team. I think this team has shown that they as good as they are, they do have their holes. Even though the Lions offense is humming. Especially in passing efficiency and big plays. If they can protect Goff, I mean, we have to be able to get to the pass. I mean, so a key for them to winning to me is if we don't have a pass rush. If we don't have a pass rush, it's going to be a long night for us. But if we can get the ground game going, it's going to be a long night for them. If we can just get that ground game going, you know they're going to have their safety. What's their safety, man? He's really, really, really good, actually. Their safety is going to be dropping up in the box. In the box, making some plays, and I think he's going to be definitely trying to spy, and they're going to try to mimic what the Browns did last week. And how they use their safety is always a spy for Lamar. So I definitely see the Lions trying to copy that, but I don't think that the Lions have the same defensive line. Yeah, they got Aiden Hutchinson, but I don't think that their line is nowhere near the Browns line. And I think that so we should be able to move the ball. I think the Voorhees, I think the guard play has to be better this week. Definitely the guard play has to be better this week. And I think if it doesn't, we have to start looking at the change, maybe a change, man, before it's too late, because we can't afford to throw the season away. Okay. Also, we got to win the turnover battle. Defense did good last week. We got a touchdown. I think we haven't had a touchdown since 2000. Defense scoop and score a touchdown or intercept. Well, some of them for like 2020. So it was good to get some defensive turnover. And special teams got to show up. Let's get some more blocks for that punt, man. That was beautiful to see. Definitely got to win the turnover battle and the turnover and special teams battle. Turnover potential deciding factors, like I said, is going to be turnovers. Who can win in the trench play? Who can pass protect? Who can pass protect and who can't? That's going to be it. Who can pass protect and who can stop the run? Because this is going to be some dynamic running backs going on. I mean, Gibbs is a beast. Gibbs is a beast. And I always like David Montgomery, man. I think he's a good pass catching back as well. I think he's a really good back. Yeah, man. So let me know what you think, man. Let me know who has the edge. I think that my breakout player of the game, I'm going to say one of the pass rushers. I'm going to say either Owe or it's Mike Green season. I can see Peebles getting some pressure, man, but we're going to see. I definitely need Travis Jones to step up a little bit more. I definitely need a lot more Travis Jones sightings. Actually, he's been eating a lot of double teams, so Matabike can, Beaks can win his one-on-ones, and it's been winning, man, but People's going to have to win that one-on-one. If that's going to be the same formula, people's going to have to win that one-on-one. John Jenkins going to have to get some pressure. But I definitely, player of the game is going to be, I want to say player. I want to say the pass rush. I think the pass rush will show up tonight. I think that this Nathan Wiggins thing is pretty interesting as well. He had an injury, ended up being a full participant, I want to say, yesterday. So that was good to see, but he hadn't been practicing, I don't think. He was down. I don't think there's no likely tonight. I don't know about Keaton. I don't know if Keaton's going to be inactive or not. We'll see. Hopefully he is. I think Rashaan Ali does come back, and Harbaugh is just adamant about how Rashaan Ali, his special teams play is that much of a difference because he also plays gunner. But I'm like, Jesus, what happened when Rashaan Ali went down? Who played gunner, and was it that bad of a drop off when Ali didn't play gunner? I mean, that's the thing. I mean, are you trying to tell me that the Browns had a really, really, really good defensive front, but having a mixture of Keaton and Henry wouldn't pose a little bit of problems being able to switch up like that, because Justice Hill's got like -2 yards, 0 yards, so he hasn't been helping out, man. So we're gonna see, man. I think it's gonna be a good matchup. I definitely think a lot of points are gonna be scored, but I definitely think this is the opportunity for the defense and Zach Orr to make a statement that they're for real. They're on the up and up. So what else? I think that Harbaugh has to win a situational football too. He can't get cute, but he can't get complacent. He can't get complacent, and he can't be scared to go for it. So it's gonna be a fun game. It's definitely gonna be a fun game. It's definitely gonna be one of the game of the weeks because the matchups are so good, man. So let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, share. Black Man's Thoughts. You know what it is.